Howdy folks, how are y'all doing? My name is Cub, and welcome back to some more of our 5-Head Island adventure. I keep trying to call it either Sky Factory or Survival Island, like every single time I start. Sometimes I even have to restart a couple of times, because I'll call it like one and then the other, and then I'm like, no. 5-Head Island, welcome back by the way. So, last time, I mentioned that I thought mycelium might speed up this process a bit, and then I decided between episodes to Google that fact. And yes, I can confirm, the more mycelium around your wooden barrel full of water, the faster witch water is created, and you can tell it's being created pretty quickly. Now, if you look in here, you'll only see 3 soul sand. That's because it already used up all the sand we had in there previously, and I had to put in more. We've actually gotten more soul sand in here already, which means that we're finally ready to build the slice and splice that we've been talking about for a while now. But by the way, if you're new to the series, you might want to watch the last episode. Otherwise, this might get confusing. I don't even personally remember what it is we're doing. I just know that we needed a splice and slice for something, and then we got distracted, and that happened. So I'm going to go ahead and build this, and then hopefully, after I've built it, I'll figure out what it is exactly I needed it for. We're also going to need gold bars, which we've got a stack of here, but I'm kind of hoping we also might have some over here. I haven't really been keeping track of how this is going. Alright, so of course it's not going to export everything out of here because I didn't have enough room in the standard filter to put everything in there. We're going to have to build an upgraded filter. Is that what we're doing? I feel like what we're doing today might have something... Why is iridium going in there? Iridium won't process. Is that something I've taught it? That's not something I've taught it. Why would it extract that and put it in there? Get back in there, iridium. Know your place. It's likely cooked up. Yeah, a bit of iron, though. Okay, so... the gold is doing chopped up, all of that stuff. Next up, we're going to hop over here, make sure that this is set to alloys only, and we're going to throw in our soul sand. Not a whole lot of it. How much of this do we need anyway? I think we've only need these 5, but then I think we might need some more later. So let's just go ahead and make 10. So counting the one that's already in there plus that 9, that'll make 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We might as well. We might as well just be prepared. Also, you're not using that, are you? I need to make another one of these. But until then, that'll certainly speed things up a bit. And there we go. Look at that. We got our first one. Isn't that great? So once we have 5 of those, we're also going to need this. So let's go ahead and build that. Because that's going to... let's hop back here while we're thinking about it. Grab our iron. Because I think that we used a lot of iron last time as well. Things probably got a bit out of hand. And yeah, we're running a bit low on iron. Our iron needs bounce around a lot. Sometimes we have plenty. Other times we have nowhere near enough. Right now... we're living in an age of nearly too much, but kind of plenty, but not really plenty enough. Because I am always thinking about it. I don't want to be thinking about, like right now, I'm not thinking about whether or not I have aluminum. I just know I've got plenty of aluminum. That's how I want to be with iron. I want to get to a point where I'm like, oh yeah, we've got plenty of iron. Like I just don't want to even think about it. So we're going to have the 4 of those. And the last is this guy here, which is going to be... a bit of, oh my gosh, are we all out of gold nugs? No, not even close. And then I think, interestingly enough, copper? Was that what goes in there? Or am I totally mad? I am not. It is copper. Alright, well, pull that in there. And I present to you the basic capacitor. Create a whole bunch of those, and you'll eventually get another octadic capacitor. And then from there, we're just going to need a head of something. I guess we can go ahead and create the actual chassis here, the machine chassis. And then we're going to grab some sticks. Do you guys like it when I talk y'all through this process? Because I've been thinking about it. And maybe some people don't like that. Maybe some people don't want to hear me talk about every last element of a build. Like, it's a visual medium video. You can actually see what I'm doing. So maybe you don't need to hear me talk about it. I don't know. I've just been thinking about this. It's a thing that I thought I'd bring up for no reason, really. It's kind of a pointless topic. Because it's kind of hard to retrain yourself at this point. I've been doing this for so long. It's how I operate. I can't help it, baby. It's who I am. I also apparently make Austin Power quotes. That's a relatively new thing. Haven't always done that. Excuse me, I need that new one. Cool. The slice and splice. We're going to need to plug it in as well. We're going to need to splice in some power. That's not even remotely funny. I don't know why I laughed. What is funny, though, is the fact that I know we've got more power conduits, but I don't see them. I wonder if this is one of those situations where they're right in front of me, because I see, like, the item conduits, obviously. But is this a situation where we do have conduits? No, it doesn't look like it is. Unless they somehow ended up in a different chest. Certainly doesn't look that way. Maybe, again, this is a thing that we're running into more and more. When the world got reset a couple of episodes ago and I had to try to rebuild it to the best of my memory, I guess I didn't make enough. That's fine. So the type of power conduits we're using, if we just type in conduits, we're using the second tier, which is going to require some bronze, which is going to require that we have... I don't have any of that either. Wow. Well, it's going to require a bit of copper and a bit of tin. I think it's 3 to 1. So if we want to go ahead and make... Let's see, if we throw 16 of those in there, 48 of those, that should come out, I think. Now that I've started, I just hope this is doing what I think it's doing. Yeah, okay. That's exactly what we want to have happen. Good. We'll take those. The conduit binder is a combination of many things that I can never quite remember. It's gravel, it's sand, and it's clay. Well, we've got the gravel, and we've got the clay. Sand, I've completely devoted to that contraption, but I can make some more. Nobody sweat it. I've got this. All right, so there's our blend, a stack and a bit of it, in fact. And are you still not done? How far along are you? You're pretty close. That's more than enough. We don't need that much. I don't know why I decided to make that much. Let's go ahead and get you started on the conduit binder, please. Oh, can you not cook up conduit binder? Can you please? Oh, you know what we have to do? We have to set it to furnace mode. Then we can throw all that in there and it'll get to work. And again, let's go ahead and borrow that. Perfect. You just need a little bit of a speed up there. This should do it. I almost started to describe exactly what I was doing again, and then I stopped myself. There we go, 6 of them. Not nearly enough to do just anything, but enough for this project. Plenty for this project, in fact. So we just need to come off the... Is that a silverfish? What? What are these? What are these bricks? What is this? Get out of here, you. Apparently, when I rebuilt the world, to the best of my memory, I must have used fake bricks by mistake. Darn it, episode 13, Unlucky 13, consistently comes back to bite me. Like, it just won't give up. It's just constantly giving me more and more issues. Alright, so there's that. It's now powered up, and I think the last thing we gotta do is supply it with an axe, and it says diamond, which... We've got diamonds, so why not? And then also, I think it needs some more shears, which makes sense, because that was also used in the recipe, and it's pretty cheap. Like, again, we don't have an infinite amount. I would like to have an infinite amount. That's the goal, is to have an infinite amount of iron. We don't have that right now, but whatever. Got this is what we need for the moment. And then I think we're making, you know what we're trying to do? We're trying to make a Z-Logic control board. That's what we're trying to do. No, hold on. That's not right at all. What were we going to do? Oh, you know what? This whole time, we've been trying to build a better advanced item filter. I remember now. This is the reason we needed this thing. It's all coming back to me. Well, fortunately, we've actually got all the components we need now. Because, what goes into that? Like a monster head? Does it specifically require... It says zombie head. Some more solarium. Silicon. We've got a lot of silicon. I'm not sure where we're getting it from. I guess if you sag compressed sand, it'll give it to you, but there's got to be something else. Oh, redstone! Yeah, we put a lot of redstone in there, so I guess that's where it's coming from. Okay, good to know. So we do have a ton of that. I don't know what happened to it. Let's see, redstone, there it is, silicon. Guys, I've got a weird question. Is the screen blurry for you right now? Because something that I've noticed, and this might just be my display, the longer I have one of these open, like, everything starts to get blurry. I don't know if that's a setting on my display I need to fix. It doesn't happen to anything else besides this mod pack, and it's very disconcerting. The solarium, we've got some more of as well. Alright, cool. So, from memory now, because I've done this a lot in other series, from memory, I'll go back and find a zombie head. I imagine I have to have at least 2. And in fact, we might as well go ahead and make 2 of these Z-Logic control boards, because we'll likely need another one in the future. You can't stack items, though, so no, we won't. That there... No, okay, that's wrong. That doesn't go there like that. Darn it, okay. So redstone will go there, but not anywhere else. That'll go there, but not anywhere else. Meaning, what was my final component that I needed? I don't want to look at it. Right, the ingots. There we go. Ah! And you know what? I think that once again, if we've got some... Oh, you're full. You keep going. I think if we throw one of these in there. Yeah. Great. We've got our Z-Logic controller. And then, watch me go again, guys. From memory. After that embarrassment, we'll go ahead and just make another one. Because it won't hurt to have two. In fact, it might even be downright useful in the future. And we'll move this back over here where it technically belongs. Now I understand what that hissing sound is. It's this these final few... Should I go ahead and get rid of them now? Oh, there's one... Oh, I wonder how long that one's been down there. I guess probably just now. I think when you break them. Yeah, there we go. Alright, you devils. Get out of here. I have to deal with these in real life. Like, I have them in my house, and they're just the worst. Little nasty creatures. Fortunately, my cat also eats them, so that's handy. Oh! Oh, look at you! Good on you getting out of there. You're showing real spunk. I should have let you live. What the heck?
Houston knows energy, and with over a century of service.
That scared me. I had a wiki page open reading about soul sand, and then there was just an ad that popped up on there after I've had that web page open for like half an hour. Just suddenly, an ad. Oh man, good times though. Good times, you gotta admit. Alright, now it's finally time to build this advanced filter, which is just some more redstone and more paper, but I don't think we have any more paper. If we do, I'm not willing to open the chest and take it out, so we'll just make some more. Are you telling me that's all we got from that? Okay, then I guess that makes sense. More paper? 3 pieces. We've got to have more than that. Where's the paper? There it is. Okay, good. The paper, the redstone, and then the Z-Logic controller will give us an advanced item filter. And the entire reason we wanted this was because right now, with the standard item filter that we've got inside of here, we can only pull out, what is that, 5 items? And there's many more things in here that we could be pulling out. And let's, in fact, go ahead and grab a sample of it all. Let's see. All right, so we're going to remove that, and we're going to add in our advanced item filter. And once it's in there, you'll see we have a few extra slots for things, as well as some other interesting settings that we could do if we wanted to get real particular with our management. But for right now, we're just going to keep it basic. We want aluminum, emeralds. We want our tin, our copper, our tin again. What? No. Our nickel. And I'm going to have to wait for more to come through here, but I believe platinum as well. And yellow red I'm not too worried about, but definitely iron and redstone. We'll go ahead and throw those on there. And then you'll see as we throw these all back in here, they should all be removed in a pretty quick order. Maybe not all in one go, because... Wait, oh, wow, I see that in that short time we didn't have a filter in there, it pulled out just a lot of garbage. Isn't that lovely? That brings us to the second reason we're going to need one of these. In fact, we're going to go ahead and make another advanced item filter, just while we're here and I'm thinking about it. If I have more reeds, which I know that I do, so I can get more paper. They're in this chest. Yeah. Boom. And then finally, the trash can, everyone. This is what we've all been missing here. Now, there's a trash chest, but I don't know why. I don't know why you'd need that. What we do need, though, is stone, and it looks like I'm seeing all the stones except for cobblestone, so it must be requiring some cooked up stone, as well as a bog standard chest, which is always fun to say. Bog standard. Bog is a fun word. But we're going to surround that with stone, and that is apparently not right. Oh, it's regular stone at the top, and then I guess it... Wait, what? Oh, it is cobblestone down here. Oh! Oh! I didn't notice that. Also, that was my best Beetle impersonation, or impression, I guess. I'm not impersonating him. I'm not pretending to be Beetle from The Legend of Zelda, but there we go, trash can. And what we're going to do next is we're going to set the trash can up right here. Trash can. And then we're going to set up... Ooh, I need some more item conduits. Of course, obviously. A filter by itself is nothing without its best friend, the item conduit. This sounds like a real lame, like, after-school special. Like, are you familiar with the item conduit's best friend? The item filter. Now, in the interest of just being extremely clear, this is not the best way to set this up. It'll definitely have to be refined in the future, but as of right now, what we're going to do is... Ooh, we don't want that to touch, actually, now that I think about it. We don't want that to touch either. We'll do that. There we go. So nothing should touch that now. Hopefully. Although, it looks like it connects... Okay, that's good. So what we can do is we can break it. And we can place it back here, because things will not automatically start getting pumped into it, because that should be set to extract. what we actually want to do is we want to set that to disabled. Good. All right. And then we want to right-click here and insert our advanced item filter. And you know what? This one might not even need to be advanced. Oh, wait. Is it set to extract right now? Stop that. Oh, wait. It's turned off, though. Okay, good. And what we're going to do is we are actually... No. All right. I keep going back on this. We're going to need an advanced one because we're going to have fuzzy filters. I don't think we have fuzzy filters here. We got match metadata, if you're so inclined, but it's wrong. So no, this is what we want. Okay, there we go. Match NBT data, ignore damage. Perfect. I don't know if there's a use for gold swords. I still don't know yet. I mean, if we just look at uses, I see I could craft some spikes with them if they were completely together. I can I can smelt them? I can smelt them? It's that simple? This whole time, I've been asking people, and by now, someone is probably, in the interest of full disclosure, guys, I have not uploaded. All right, I have uploaded, but those videos haven't gone live yet. But someone's probably already likely responded with, yeah, you can turn them into gold. So if that was you, if you've said that previously, thank you. I'm sorry that I kind of beat you to it, but wow, that's good to know. To think I almost got rid of these. Bows, on the other hand, unless we want to make some dispensers, and even then I think they have to be whole bows. Bows we can get rid of. Now, sometimes you're going to get bows with, we'll place that in there. You're going to get them with different durability. So that one's 25 of whatever, and that one's 40, that one's 37. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to right-click here, and we're just going to tell you know what? Ignore damage. Oh, it was already enabled. Good. Ignore damage. And if we set it to go, to be always active, I guess, it should start pulling out these bows and chunking them into the trash in an ideal world once we set this to insert. And look at that. Cool. So they all got thrown into here, and now they're gone. Apparently we can put a filter on here as well. What is this mod from? Extra utility? So I don't know what the purpose of that filter would be, but we can do it apparently. So you want to be very careful with this, that you don't just delete all of your things. But now there is at least some useless garbage that we don't have to deal with. I see that some more items have spawned that we need to throw into the filter. And with this, we're actually out of room in our filter again, which is tragic, but there's better ways to automate this, which we will definitely get to in the future. We're going to be looking at some far more advanced things in the future. I just kind of wanted to get this up and going for right now because I feel like we started this project. And what? Oh my gosh, I forgot to even throw lighting up over here. I didn't think I mean, why? Pigman spawning's a bit strange, but I'd rather it be a pigman than I would, you know, having to deal with a creeper or something. Let's throw down some lights, though. We're going to grab some tiny torches, and we're going to shed some light on things. That wasn't even funny. It wasn't even remotely, like, close to humor. I don't know why I laughed. Now, this might come out as a bit of a short episode, because I think that we're going to go ahead and call it there. Technically, I guess this was actually one episode in 2 parts, because it started off, this was the goal. We were going to build this slice and splice, and oh, Shrek! You know what we were going to build? I remember now! A farming station! Whoa, it all comes crashing back. It all comes back down to this moment. This one opportunity to tell our enemies that they may take our advanced item filters, but they will never take our farming stations. We've gone too long, though. It's been too long. Again, for the interest of you know, behind the scenes, I've been recording for 30 minutes. I don't know how long this episode's going to be, but I've got to imagine it'll be at least around the 22-minute mark, which is where I try to make my videos, because I like them to be, for those of you who don't know, a 30-minute TV show without the commercial runs for about 22 to 23 minutes, and that's kind of like where I like to keep my episodes. I guess one thing we could do is we can go take a trip to the Nether and see if anything interesting's happened there, because we haven't checked in for a couple episodes, and likely this is going to break my whole setup back in the overworld. I guess we'll see. I kind of swore off coming here, but, you know, just to see if anything's happened. Has anything spawned? No, of course not. Because why would it? Now, here's for the interesting test. When we go back to the overworld, is everything going to be broken? I can almost guarantee you it is. So all that should still be running. That shouldn't be a problem. But, yeah, look at that. all of my... Why did I build like a double fence system if I'm never going to keep it closed? I've got to keep it closed for my own safety. I guess I'll call it here then and get to work fixing this. Likely I'll have to break it, go into creative mode, like get completely new ones and put it all back down. But until next time, thank you folks for watching, God bless you, and I'll see you later. Bye!